I stared at the bottle of bottom-shelf bourbon my son, Alex, had left on my doorstep for my 60th birthday. $20 at the local liquor store in Akron, Ohio. The tag was still dangling like a badge of his contempt. But it was the scribbled card inside that hit like a gut punch. Dad, here's to drowning out another year of letdowns. Maybe someday you'll figure out how to win at life. Alex. I didn't smash it. Didn't dial him up in a rage. Instead, I poured a single shot, raised it to the empty room in my rundown apartment, and whispered, "Cheers, son. You've just lit the fuse." What Alex didn't know was that for the past 2 years, I'd been orchestrating a comeback that would shatter his smug world, and it all started with the man he idolized. His father-in-law, Victor Kane. Let me pull you back to where the cracks first spiderwebbed through our family. It was a crisp October morning in 2023 when Kane Industries shut its doors for good. I'd poured 28 years into that metal fabrication shop, starting with a single lathe in a rented garage, building it into a powerhouse with laser cutters, welding bays, and contracts for everything from farm equipment to defense parts. We employed 52 locals, many who'd become like family. But then the hits came, skyrocketing steel prices from tariffs, a major supplier going belly up, and 2 key clients pulling out amid the recession echoes. The bank called in the loans I'd personally guaranteed. Liquidation wiped me out, $920,000 in the hole. Sold the house my late wife and I had raised Alex in, the truck, even her antique necklace collection. On that final day, I stood in the empty warehouse, hugging teary-eyed workers goodbye, slipping them severance from my last savings. "Call me anytime," I told them. "We'll get through this." Alex? He didn't bother showing. Sent a text instead. "Dad. Tough break. Time to pivot, right? Can't dwell on the L's." A month later, I collapsed in the ER, stress cardiomyopathy. The docs called it. Bill came to $28,400. Insurance picked up scraps. Alex visited once, fidgeting with his watch, muttering about how life's about adapting. His wife, Sarah, Victor's daughter, stayed longer, bringing soup and apologies. "He's just stressed at work," she'd say. But I saw it, Alex's shame, like I was a stain on his polished life. That's when he jumped ship to Kane Motors, Victor's empire. 3 sprawling dealerships in Akron, pulling in $4.1 million yearly. Victor was the golden standard, self-made, sharp suits, community pillar. Alex started as a sales rep, climbing fast under Victor's wing. By Christmas, family gatherings shifted. Alex bailed on our traditional ham dinner. "Gotta do Victor's thing this year. Dad. You get it." I got it all right, loud and clear. Sarah tried including me, but I'd overhear Alex. "Dad's in a rut. Better not drag everyone down." Whispers turned to jabs. At a neighborhood barbecue, Alex quipped to friends. "Dad's the king of close calls. Always one deal from making it." Laughter followed, but it stung. He paraded his new life, fancy watches from bonuses, stories of closing big sales. "Victor's teaching me real strategy," he'd say. "Not the seat-of-the-pants stuff." The cruelty peaked at Easter brunch at Victor's mansion. Prime cuts, vintage wines. I nursed a water while Alex monologued about dealership expansions. Victor's secret? Discipline. No excuses when things tank. His eyes flicked to me, the unspoken punchline. Victor pulled me aside later, his voice low and kind. "Tom, you hanging in? Anything I can do?" I hesitated, then spilled. "Actually, yeah. Alone, $350,000 for percent over 6 years. To rebuild smarter." He didn't blink. Wrote the check that afternoon. No collateral beyond my word. I trust you.
Tom.
You've got grit. Alex never knew. Neither did Sarah. That cash became my war chest. But the real twist? Victor's success had roots I knew well, roots Alex ignored. We'd crossed paths decades ago. I'd supplied parts for his first lot expansions on credit when banks laughed him off. Quiet favors. Never boasted.
Now.
It was payback time, in the best way. The spark that ignited everything? A drunken voicemail from Alex. 3 days before my birthday. Background noise. Clinking glasses. Laughter. Another Kane family soiree. Dad. He slurred. Just wrapped a killer quarter. Victor says I'm his star. Wish you could have seen how real pros operate. Instead of, crashing and burning.
Pause.
Then sharper. I'm done pretending. You're an embarrassment. Sarah agrees. We skip your sad birthdays now. Surround ourselves with winners.
Click.
I replayed it thrice. Each word carving deeper.
No tears.
Just resolve. I called my lawyer. Elena Ruiz.
First.
Speed up project revival. Announce Monday. She whistled. That's aggressive.
Tom.
Docs need polishing. Make it happen. Overtime's on me. Next call, Victor. Tom? Christ. About Alex's message. Save it. Dinner tomorrow? All of us. Time for truth. Elena and I met at dawn in her sleek Akron office, overlooking the Cuyahoga River. She'd handle my bankruptcy. Sharp as a tack Yale grad. Back home for family. Spread across her desk, revival blueprints. Asset buyback from the holding company that scooped Kane Industries remnants for pennies, $3.2 million total. Building. Machinery. All intact but gathering dust. They'll take seller financing, she said. Eager to unload. Client commitments?
Goldmine.
For letters of intent. Agri-tech supplies, $480,000 yearly. Defense Dynamics, $390,000. Akron City Works, $510,000. Plus a startup eager for custom welds, $320,000. Your rep carried.
Tom.
They hated the replacements, overpriced. Unreliable. They want a guy who picks up at midnight for emergencies. I leaned in. Add Victor as partner. 35% stake. Her pen paused. Alex's father-in-law? After that voicemail? Especially after. He fronted the seed money.
Deserves in.
She nodded. Jotting. PR plan. Akron Beacon Journal. Sunday feature. Local hero rises. Teams with Automogul. Revives 50 jobs. Alex? Finds out with the masses. No mercy. Saturday evening at Victor's estate felt like stepping into a magazine spread. Marble counters. Crystal chandeliers. Sarah greeted me with a hug. Eyes worried. Tom. Alex has been on edge. Snapping about rumors. Victor clapped my shoulder. Ready. We sat for roast beef. Tension thick as the gravy. Alex arrived late. Tie loose.
Smirking. Dad.
Heard whispers you're scheming something big. Hope it's not another flop. Sarah shot him a glare. Enough. But Alex pushed. Come on. Victor's been schooling me on sustainability. Not chasing ghosts. I set down my fork. Pulled the portfolio. First page. Bank ledger. $512,000 balance. Alex snorted. Fake. Second. Loan docs from Victor. His jaw dropped.
You.
You lent him money? Behind my back. Victor's tone even. To invest in a man I respect. Third. Buyback contract. Kane Industries reborn. Monday. Alex's face drained. Impossible. You're broke. Fourth. Client pledges. $1.7 million revenue locked.
Sarah gasped.
Tom. This is amazing. Victor nodded. And I'm in his partner. Your dad's vision. My network, unstoppable. Alex exploded. This is betrayal. You've been mocking me? I met his eyes.
No. Son.
You've been mocking yourself. While you paraded my failures for sympathy, I rebuilt. Victor saw potential you ignored. Dinner dissolved into silence. Alex stormed out. Sarah squeezed my hand. I'm sorry. For all of it. Sunday's beacon hit like thunder. Akron icon Tom Kane revives empire. Partners with Victor Kane in $3.2 million deal. 50 jobs return. Photo. Us shaking hands outside the old shop. Calls flooded. Old employees. Suppliers. Reporters. By noon, Victor's dealership buzzed with gossip. I arrived to find a spectacle. Alex ranting in the lot to a growing crowd. Staff. Customers. Passers-by. My dad's a fraud. This comeback is smoke. He'll tank again. Drag Victor down. I approached quietly. Faces turned, recognition. Respect. Old-timer from my weld team. Tom gave me purpose after layoff. Knew my grandkids' birthdays. Another. Covered my chemo copays when insurance balked. Alex whirled. Sentimental crap. Victor. Tell them, this partnership's suicide. Victor stepped out. It's genius. Tom's the real deal. Sarah arrived. Furious. Alex. You've poisoned everything. I'm done. She turned to me. Proud of you. Tom. Alex. Cornered. Spat. Choose the husband over family? Crowd murmurs turned hostile. A former worker. Your dad's gold. You're the fool. Alex fled in his car. Victor and I watched. Planned the public roast? He asked.
No.
But character reveals itself. We headed inside. Plotting expansions. The Bourbon sat on Victor's desk, a trophy of turntables. Months rolled. Kane Industries hummed with 38 workers. Revenue climbing. Victor's stake doubled. Alex quit Kane Motors, slinging used cars at a dingy lot downtown. Sarah filed for divorce in January. Thriving solo in real estate. Family dinners? Sarah joined. Alex's chair empty. One rainy April night. My phone lit. Alex. Dad. I screwed up. Everything treating you like dirt. Losing Sarah. Silence hung. I know. Son. Can we rebuild? I glanced at the factory lights glowing. Doors open weekdays. Show up as the man I raised, not the one shame twisted. Earn it.
Click.
Some bridges mend slow, but the wait's worth it if lessons stick. Wait, no. That's not the end. Let me linger here. Because redemption isn't tidy. Alex showed up that next Monday. Tie straight. Resume in hand. Not for a handout, for a job on the floor. Starting over. I hired him as a welder's assistant. Minimum wage. No favoritism. Days turned to weeks. He sweated alongside guys he'd once dismissed. Whispers faded. One evening. Post-shift.
He cornered me. Dad.
Why give me the shot? I clapped his back. Because failure's a teacher. Not a sentence. But respect? That's earned daily. He nodded. Eyes wet. Sarah watched from afar. Softening. Family's messy, but resilient. And me, pouring that bourbon only on wins now. The real grind of revival wasn't the paperwork or the partnerships. It was the quiet nights alone. Doubting if the fire in my gut could outburn the scars Alex had left. But let's not jump ahead. After that explosive Sunday, with the Beacon article still fresh and Alex's public meltdown echoing through Akron's tight-knit business circles, I dove headfirst into reopening Kane Industries. The building sat dormant on the industrial edge of town, A hulking reminder of what I'd lost. But walking through those doors Monday morning, keys in hand from the buyback, felt like exhaling after 2 years underwater. Dust motes danced in the sunlight slanting through grimy windows. Machines loomed like sleeping giants. I flipped the main breaker. Lights hummed to life. Alone, I ran my hand over a laser cutter, remembering the hum of production lines, the camaraderie of shifts ending with high fives. First hires trickled in. Miguel from welding, who'd texted at dawn, "Boss, say the word, I'm there." Then Lisa, my old office manager, hugging me tight. "Tom, we believed in you even when you didn't." By week's end, 18 back on payroll, Victor swung by with coffee and blueprints. Expansion ideas, add an auto parts wing. Synergy with my dealerships. We pored over numbers till midnight, his enthusiasm fueling mine. "Tom, this isn't just business. It's legacy." Alex, radio silent. Rumors said he'd hold up, dodging calls. His sales gig at the rival lot suffering from the backlash. Sarah confided over lunch. "He's spiraling."
Tom
blames everyone but the mirror. Tension built slow, like storm clouds gathering. 2 weeks in, a supplier meeting went south. Old debts lingered in memories. "Tom, love the comeback story," the rep said. "But credit terms? Tighten up." I swallowed pride. Called Victor for a bridge loan endorsement. He didn't hesitate. "Send him my way." Deal sealed. Home that night. Exhaustion hit. But so did a voicemail from an unknown number. "Mr.
Kane,
Channel 5 here. Your story's inspiring interview."
Peargol.
I prepped, focusing on jobs created. Community impact, not family drama. But Alex? He surfaced in the worst way. The interview aired prime time. Me in the shop. Sleeves rolled. Talking resilience. Failure's not final, it's fuel. Views spiked. Next day, Alex posted on LinkedIn, a rant disguised as advice. "Beware hype. My father's revival is built on borrowed time and favors. Real success? Earned, not begged." Comments exploded. Support for me from ex-employees.
Locals.
"Tom's the real deal. Hired my brother back." Alex's network? Crickets? Or worse. "Dude, that's your dad." Classless. He deleted it. But screenshots spread. Sarah called. Voice trembling. "Tom, Alex is unraveling. Showed up drunk last night. Begging me back. Ranting about your scheme to ruin him." I sighed. He ruined himself.
Sarah.
"But if he wants help." She paused. "He won't. Too proud." Pride, the Kane family curse. Mine had nearly sunk me post-bankruptcy. Alex's was torpedoing his marriage. Career. Victor and I met for strategy. Revenue projections hit $1.4 million Q1, thanks to locked contracts. Alex called me, Victor admitted. Wanted dirt on our partnership. Told him straight, "Your dad's gold. Learn from him." Silence stretched. "Think he'll come around?" Victor shrugged. Blood's thick, but ego's thicker. The damning built, anonymous tips to suppliers. Questioning my solvency, traced to Alex's IP.
Petty. Desperate.
I confronted him via text. "Son, this stops now. Or consequences." His reply, "What? Disown me? Already did." A heartache twisted, but resolve hardened. Elena prepped legal. Cease and desist for defamation. "Don't send yet," I said. "Give him rope." Rope he took. At a Chamber of Commerce mixer Victor hosted. Alex crashed. Cornering guests, "Don't buy the hype. My dad's a cautionary tale." Victor pulled him aside.
"Boy,
"You're embarrassing yourself." Alex snapped. You're the traitor. Partnering with failure. I arrived late. Crowd parting. Faces mixed, pity for Alex. Admiration for me. Tom. Congrats on the revival. Alex whirled.
Dad.
This charade ends. Admit it, you're over-leveraged. Begging Victor for scraps. Calmly. I pulled my phone. Showed live revenue dashboard. $280,000 invoice that week. Facts.
Son.
Not fiction. He deflated, but lashed. You'll crash again. Drag everyone down. Sarah, there with Victor, stepped up.
No.
Alex, you're the crash. She left with tears. Crowd whispered. Victor to me. Time for the letter. Sent that night. Weeks blurred into momentum. Shop at 28 employees. Machines roaring. A big win. Defense contract renewal. $620,000 boost. Celebrated with team barbecue. Laughter. Stories of old times. Victor grilled burgers. Toasting. To Tom, the Phoenix. Absent. Alex. His lot gig? Tanked. Fired for poor performance. Living in a motel.
Per Sara.
She filed papers. Citing irreconcilable cruelty. Dinner at Victor's, her head high.
Tom.
Your family. Always. Emotion choked me. Means the world. Then, the explosion loomed. Alex's rock bottom. DUI stop. Rambling to cops about family betrayal. Hit papers small blurb. Big shame. He called me at 2 a.m. Dad. Help. Slurred. Broken. Jail or court.
No.
Everything's gone.
Pause.
Come home.
Son.
Sober.
Click. Dawn.
He showed. Disheveled. Eyes red. I was wrong. Jealous. Ashamed of my own fears. We talked hours, tears. Truths. You rose from ashes. I burned bridges. I hugged him. Bridges rebuild. Start here. Apologize to Sarah. Victor. Work the floor. He nodded. Redemption's slow burn began. With Alex on the shop floor. The air at Kane Industries shifted, tentative. Charged. Like wires humming before a spark. He started at the bottom, sweeping bays, fetching tools, shadowing Miguel on welds. No special treatment. I treated him like any greenhorn. Earn your stripes, I told him day one. He nodded, jaw set, but eyes betrayed the humility grind. Mornings, he'd arrive early, coffee in hand for the crew. Learning the ropes, he'd say. Whispers among staff. Boss's kid. Think he'll stick? Miguel clapped his back after a clean weld. Not bad.
Kid.
Your old man taught you something. Alex's faint smile. Progress. Home life. Fractured but mending. Sarah agreed to coffee, neutral ground. Alex.
Words cut deep, she said.
He owned it. I was a fool. Lost sight of us. No quick fix, she needed space. Victor? Stern but fair. Actions?
Boy.
Not apologies. Alex shadowed him weekends at the dealership, absorbing sales without ego. Thanks for the shot, he told Victor. Don't thank me, earn it. Revenue climbed. $1.9 million projected. New eco-friendly coating line drawing green contracts. Team hit 35. Bonuses flowed. Barbecue became monthly Alex grilling, laughing with folks he'd once ignored. But undercurrents swirled. Alex's old crowd ghosted him. Isolation bit. One night, post-shift, he confessed, Dad, I used your failure as my shield. Made me feel superior. I poured coffees.
Son.
Failure's mirror shows who you are. I stared into it 2 years, rebuilt stronger.
He teared.
Teach me? Already am. Bond deepened slow, fishing trips. Like old times. Stories flowed. My startup struggles. His childhood memories. You were my hero, he admitted. Then I became the villain. Explosion brewed via external storm, competitor sabotage. Anonymous leaks to clients. Kane's overextended. Partnership shaky. Traced to Alex's ex-boss. Petty revenge. Sales dipped 15%. Crisis meeting. Victor. Elena.
Me.
Fight fire with facts, Victor said. We countered with audits.
PR push.
Alex stepped up. Let me call clients. I know the game. Dialed relentlessly. Vouching. Dad's solid. Seen it firsthand. Landed retentions. Even upsells. Proud of you, I said. He grinned. Team effort. Sarah watched.
Thawing.
Dinner invite. Join us. She came.
Tentative log.
Alex. Missed this.
No ruse.
But hope flickered. Shop thrived, 40 employees. Community awards. Akron mayor visit. Tom, you're the comeback king. Alex beamed beside me. But doubt lingered. Was this real? Or fragile? Peak hit at annual chamber gala. Victor and I honored for partnership. Alex. Suited. At our table. Speech time. I spoke of resilience. Family. Success isn't solo, it's shared. Eyes on Alex. He stood later. Unscripted. I was wrong about my dad. He's the blueprint. Applause thundered. Sarah hugged him post-event. Maybe. Second chance. Whispered yes. Family dinner next week. All together. Laughter genuine. Bourbon bottle? On my mantle now, reminder. From ashes, empires rise. But questions echo. Can pride stay buried? Time tells. As seasons turned, Kane Industries became Akron's beacon, 45 strong. Revenue cresting $2.4 million. Alex rose to foreman, earning stripes through grit. Boss, Miguel teased. Your kid's a natural. Alex's grin, earned. Home. Sarah moved back. Slow rebuild. Therapy helps, she confided. Victor mentored cross-business, dealership parts from our shop. Legacy, he toasted. Yet shadows. Alex's slip, a heated argument with a supplier. Echoing old arrogance. Handle it better, I warned. He did. Apologizing. Growth's uneven. Community event. We sponsored youth apprenticeships. Alex taught welding. Failure set up for comeback. Kids listened. I swelled with pride. Climax. Major bid. $1.1 million defense contract. Competition fierce. Alex led prep. Nights blurring. When announced. Cheers erupted. Celebration dinner. Toasts.
Tears.
Sarah to Alex. Proud hubby. Victor to me. We did good. Alex pulled me aside. Dad. Thanks for believing. Hug tight. Always did.
Son.
But end with whisper. Success fragile. Character eternal. What if storms return? Families tested metal holds or breaks. Leaves you pondering. Redemption's price worth it?